and welcome to the CTM podcast number 4. This week we have me, Kader. Say hi, me. Hi. Awesome. Say hi, Awesome.
Hi, Awesome.
Dylan. Say hi, Dylan.
Hello.
Fang. Say hi, Fang. Bang.
Hello.
Torien. Say hi, Torien.
Hello.
Hello.
And theoretically Skeeto, but she doesn't have a mic right now.
Was that Skeeto a second ago? Wait. Hey, Skeeto.
Hi.
How are you?
There we go.
Sorry, I have to lean in close to Skeeto to let you hear her.
Yeah, can you do that for a minute? Please?
What?
Lean in close to Skeeto for a minute. Oh my god, get you right in the gutter, you son of a... Okay. Since I don't have a voice, I will try and keep order. I don't have a voice, so I will try to keep order. What an idiot I sound like. So, we have some news for the CTM podcast. First of all, we have 5 hosts now. Because of the amount of people that kept telling me last week's episode was the best. Sorry, Orange and Carrot. And the fact that we didn't mind it. Skeeto is now a host.
Whee!
Yay!
As well, speaking of Skeeto, happy 20th birthday, Skeeto.
She's old now.
Cater's older. How's your birthday been?
Okay, ready? 3,
So,
1, go.
Why are we doing a countdown? Oh,
Say to you. Come on,
Okay.
people.
fine.
Happy birthday to you. People are so bad at this coordination. Yeah.
Birthday to you. Please, no French singing.
Actually the worst at this.
I think we're done trying to sing now.
Well, Fane, that's your thing.
Oh, you got to go into the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, happy birthday! Like that.
Skeeto, did I just hear a cat in the background?
Bottom. Happy birthday to you. Ba-da-ba.
So, we are officially the best at staying on topic.
This
Yes.
is on topic.
We've won awards for this. The award-winning on-topic CTM podcast.
The Shaft?
No, us.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
CTM. They're just like that thing. That is
Just the
Luke.
thing that happens.
Sometimes
enough.
people talking.
Yeah, but we're entertaining. From what I've been told.
Yes, we are true entertainers. Brothers! Wait.
Okay. So
Okay,
today,
let's carry on.
we are talking
Today?
about, this is a mini-map special, and I have a feeling that next week might be as well, because, trust me, I have a lot more mini-maps to talk about. But we will be talking about Skeeto's Lake of Mirrors, Skeeto's Rapid Labyrinth, and Torien's Liquid
And
Stone,
written
right?
by Skeeto.
It's Liquid Stone, right?
Liquid
Yeah,
stone
liquid
for
stone.
those who actually need things pronounced correctly.
Liquids.
Stop barricading me in. Okay, so what are we going to start with?
Well, you said Lake of Mirrors first. Let's start there, shall we?
Alright. It's been released a couple days now, right?
Almost a week now, I think.
Yeah, I'd say it's about a week.
I think we all tested it early, but I must say, what a nice map. It was something different for our mini-map.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the
Lake of
better.
Mirrors is, for the uninitiated, originally going to be an area in a map called Trinity Woods, which is in redevelopment, in which there is both an overworld and an underworld to a lake. The underworld is a mirrored version of the overworld. There are 2 walls and 2 weapons to collect.
Nice
And it's
little
also in
overview there.
hardcore, so you're gonna die.
Yeah, and there are. It is rather full of mobs, including some quite unusual zombies and skeletons.
You know, I
Zombies?
love Glowstone, but you ruined my love
Zombies?
for
Where were the
Glowstone.
zombies?
Skeletons, even Sorry, and some of which are riding spiders. There are zombies, but they're all natural spawned, and they tend to do the most damage to you, especially if they catch fire.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't think I ever had a zombie catch fire.
That happened to me about 4 times.
It's happened to me a lot, but then again, all I do in Minecraft is CTMs or Eat the Beast.
I only beat it. I only played it 3 before I beat it.
I think
I think it's a really strong mini map. The whole idea behind it was really good as well. Just like the whole mirrored thing. It's not something you see very often.
And it really brought a nice perspective.
There is a lovely attention to detail as well. The houses at the top.
About the houses.
Well, the houses that are at the bottom, the houses at the top of the underworld still have items in them if you can somehow be bothered.
Which are
yeah, they're a bit tricky. I think it was Carrot that actually went up and found things in the houses, the upside down ones.
See, I was far too busy running my ass off trying to kill all the spawners.
I was
But
scared of ghasts.
You get a pickaxe, and you get a pickaxe, and you get a pickaxe. And then I got the wall and ran.
That's basically what I did as well when I played through it. It's kind of fast-paced as well. You kind of walk into the area and think, oh, this looks really nice and lovely, and I'm just going to... So apparently I had a really slow start when I played it, and I got mobbed as soon as I entered it. But yeah, you kind of go into it not... Because kind of the aesthetics, it's made out to look like a really nice, peaceful area, but then you just get swarmed with skeletons and you realise, oh god, what have I got myself into? But
I found the best strategy was to pin myself in a house and just open the door one by one to mobs till I got all the weapons I needed.
Yeah, I did something like that.
Yeah, I did the whole farming.
I holed up in the house and then left across the treetops in the end.
Yeah.
I found that the easiest way to get the weapons was by hiding behind the trees. Because there is the house with the armor bonus.
I went into the house and then I created basically a mob trap and slaughtered him through that.
Yeah, I was scared of doing that because then things would spawn outside, and you'd kind of get.
I killed off all but one of each spawner, so that was kind of the way to do it.
Me being an idiot at times, forgot to get the weapons.
Yes, you did.
I think in the full release, the house with the Ender Pearl, I just sat underneath it because when it was daytime, mobs wouldn't come out from underneath it. I could just bash them around a fence post.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty sound tactic. That's what I did with this one particular spruce tree that I remember.
So
basically, everyone has different tactics to beating the areas. So yeah, I'll let thanks to.
Well, that's what makes it an interesting map to play because people can have multiple tactics for it.
Yeah, and
then no one has any tactics to green wool because the tactic consists of oh god help me, where is everything, why am I dying?
But actually, people do have quite a few tactics because they've generally people bridge up to get the green wool, but some people go to the back wall and bridge up there. Some people stay towards the front of the box and bridge up there.
What I did was I actually took the long way around because I knew where it would be since the thing was the direct mirror. So I took the long way around, killing each of the spawners as I went, and then used the vines nearby and bridged my way up there fairly easily. And then I leapt into the water and slowly swam my way back up into the surface, where I promptly got shot by 3 skeletons and narrowly made it out.
Guys, I'm going to be, I don't know if we're having a commercial break or anything, but I will be back in a minute.
Hey, I have my commercial scripts ready.
Yeah, we'll
begin.
Commercials for you guys.
Okay, wait,
here's your topic Spanish, for the commercial. Here's your topic for the commercial, because we're going to do this whose line is it anyway? You ready?
Okay.
Topic?
Sofas.
Bras for men.
Oh my god.
Bras for men. Do you want to hide them away from unsightly people? Bras for men.
Da 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 da. That was beautiful.
Viewers and listeners, this is still the CTM podcast.
I don't know, it sometimes gets confusing as to whether we're actually talking about CTMs or an entirely different subject like bras for men.
That's hit new CTM Bras for Men. It's basically a map about being like this ridiculously obese guy, and each of the walls is actually removing a piece of fat from your body, so by the end you're like this slim, toned, chill guy.
Please don't tell me you're going to set me another map making challenge for the next one.
Get it on, Dylan.
Oh, I think we should think about this. Some of you might remember episode 3. We were talking about the new horses, and I said I'd make a podcast which involved horses stacked on bats. I did make it, and I was in the stage of testing it, and it crashed my Minecraft every 10 seconds. So
Yeah, we discovered that horses do not like riding bats.
it was a glorious sight for 10 seconds.
Yeah, there's
And
a screenshot about it if you can bother to go looking for it if you haven't seen it already.
And then it crashed, and yeah.
Nice.
So I kind of managed to do it. It just didn't.
So
It
we'll give him a,
well.
we'll give him a B+.
So it gets a solid 0 out of 10 on our ratings for being literally unplayable.
I think every week we should have a challenge.
Okay, so we just decided. So my one for this week is making a. I've got to make a map about a fat person who loses weight.
I collect wool, yes.
And it must be called
It's his exercise routine.
Bras
So
for Men.
could be like a giant shred mill, you know? That's
So last week we had the epic flying bat horses. Now I've got the bras for men.
Yeah. Bras for Men, epic CTM. It can be three
Right.
really worried about.
Okay, yeah, free wool.
What do you mean 3 walls? 16?
Free wool you get.
Alright, what's next? Shall we do Rapid Labyrinths? Rapid Labyrinth?
No, let's
There's a
take a
single
break from
labyrinth?
Mosquito
No.
Map and we'll talk about Torians, I guess.
Torien.
Okay.
So, what was your strategy for defeating it? Actually, let's talk about it first.
Oh, wow. I played it last night and I
Yeah,
loved it.
I made that based on... I had only just installed the World Edit build commands craft script from InHaze. And...
Which is gorgeous.
yes, it is.
Wait, am I still on voice?
Still need to download
No.
that.
And it's got a spike brush in it. And I thought, that could be interesting. So I thought, I will put the spike brush in a place and see what happens. And I made it look drippy and out of endstone. And that was basically the concept for the map.
How fast did you guys do on the map?
Are we still on Lake Mirrors?
No.
Oh.
We're
We're
talking
now
about
on
Torians.
Liquidstone. I did it
Oh,
about
okay.
a minute and a half, but that's because I had an unfortunate run-in with the cave spider.
As in,
Yeah, it was a very.
I got about 2 minutes because I was taking it fairly slow.
Did anybody actually get caught in the mess of potion spawners that I put waiting for
Yeah.
people who can't parkour very well?
I got hit by a blindness one.
Oh, that's good. I actually took a screenshot. One of the screenshots on my thread on the Minecraft forum is actually with a blindness potion on, but I didn't realise at the time.
Yeah, no, I managed to do it in. My first few runs were about 2 minutes, but I think I ended up with like 1 minute 20 seconds for the whole thing when I finalised it.
I think if I learned to parkour and didn't have that run-in with the cave spider, I could do it in about 40 with my route.
Which item did you pick up?
I picked up the speed potion.
Yeah,
But
there
I
are 3. For
might
those who
actually leave all the items alone if I was going to run it quickly.
For
That's
those
like
who
what
don't
you're
know, there
doing.
are 3 choices for items that you can pick up at the start. There is a speed potion, there is a jump boost potion, and there is 5 buckets of milk.
Take the buckets of milk, you geniuses.
yeah, if you're trying to survive, do buckets of milk.
No,
Yeah.
speed potion. I don't know. Buckets of milk seems like I don't have good like reactions. So if I get poisoned, I'll just scream and let it wear off. Even if I have a bucket of milk in my hot bar, I'll just scream and not even drink it. That's what I'm like.
That's why I really like that people have started using those splash potions with milk.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen anyone use them.
I'm planning on it, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Sorry, which potions are those?
The splash potions are
The splash potions that last for under a second that have like ridiculously high effects on them.
That's
Essentially,
That
essentially the
basically
mechanics
will
behind them is that because it overwrites your current status effect by making it higher, but that status
Yep.
effect only lasts for a second, so it counts as milk, essentially.
Yep.
that is an interesting idea. I've not heard of anyone using that before.
Yeah, Bran came up with it properly. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, B-Rank awesome.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing how people are going to use it.
Yep.
Well, it's been out for quite a while and no one's really touched it yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When somebody uses it, I want to know how. But I don't expect people to do much with it, and I hate to say that. It seems like one of those items that Vex and Mwop will use, but that's about it.
It's so valuable though.
See, all I can think of is something like Salia Castle in Inferno Mines at, say, the very top, having one of them to remove your extreme jump boost. That's the only real use I can see for it.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's great to give a player before you go into a cave spider area. Problem is, you use it, and then you immediately get hit by a cave spider again. Hey, look, I'm poisoned again.
Well, not if you throw a weakness potion at them first.
Yeah,
That's
how does
true.
weakness work? I've been wondering. Does it also
Because if a cave spiders only deal half a heart of damage when they hit you. So if you toss a weakness potion on them, they can't deal damage to you and thus can't poison you.
Maybe I should have given out a weakness potion on liquid stone.
Yeah, they're pretty valuable actually in that place.
I don't know. There's probably there's a reasonable number of cave spider spawners dotted around.
When I played through it, I actually don't think I saw... Well, I saw one, I think, cave spider throughout the whole map. I don't know how.
Well, you probably weren't in there for that long. It's not.
No.
I saw one and it bit me in the face.
Believe me, when I was
Yeah, I
trying to
saw
test
one
it, I
and
saw
he missed.
plenty. I had double the number of cave spider spawners in originally, and I had to remove loads of them.
Ouch, yeah, that sounds painful.
I could have turned
Actually, no, that's not true. I saw two. One bit me in the face and the other sat on top of the wall box.
Oh, that must have been fun.
I found the wall that was above your head the whole time just unnecessary.
Really? No, that was good, because it actually meant you couldn't just stick to your nice little safe eye and barfing the whole way.
It's true there, but I just...
You have to, to get that wall, you have to go down onto the floor. That's the idea of that one. You have to go
Otherwise it would
down
have
onto
been
the floor. You have to go where the
ridiculously
potion
easy,
spawners and the cave spiders are to get
I
that wall.
barely touched the floor. If you do a running jump towards the left-hand pillar,
Yeah,
you
the
couldn't
pillars
make
that
it
go
on
up.
there without touching the floor between hand.
There's a floor?
Yeah, that was my opinion. The floor has things on it that hit you when you fall off, like I did.
Did anybody fall in the lava?
That was lava?
That was my
Yes, that was
reaction.
lava.
I
did
think
it
the
to
only
the
thing
video.
we
I didn't
picked
actually
up...
fall in it in-game.
I think the only thing people picked up while playing it was just, cave spiders! That's it. They didn't. No one saw the lava or the floor. It was just the cave spiders. And the iron bars, which you just desperately tried to, like, cling
Cling
on
onto.
to.
It was Skito's idea to make holes in the iron bars, by the way.
Well, that would have made it a bit easier if it was just the straight bar.
Well, if there were no holes, I'd do it in about 30 seconds.
I'm
Yeah,
good at parkour.
it was far
so-
too easy without holes.
I might. Yeah, no, it's a good mini map. I mean, it's interesting talking about mini maps because you get more focused. Because it like talking about a big map, we don't mention every area. When there's a mini map that's only like one or two areas at the most, so you can get
See,
a kind of.
now my minimap concept seems really weird because I have a total of 6 or 7 areas to cover in my minimap.
Wow.
That's
And
it.
I'm-
Well, there's lots of different types of mini-maps, because there are some that are almost just mini CTMs as opposed to mini
I mean-
maps.
I'm aiming for anywhere from 8 to 10 wolves, so it's like a midi map.
That's not really a mini map, though. That's just a.
Yeah, I know.
Media map.
I mean, I feel like I should just stick discs in it and call it map 2.
You can?
Yeah.
I'm I'm using builds from Septa Memorial for this minimap though, which is the problem.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm using the whole second intersection from my map and redesigning it in some ways.
We're going
I'll
slightly
make
off
sure to have a look at that when it comes out, because I probably won't play Septa Memorial because it'll be too difficult.
I mean, I want the minimap to be difficult, but it's definitely not going to be hardcore. It's going to be kind of long.
I've noticed that, like, all of the mini-maps I've been playing lately are in hardcore.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I am not a huge fan of hardcore.
I like mini-maps.
I think
in
hardcore is kind of necessary for a minimap.
Yeah,
Well, it depends what style of minimap, because there's stuff like
Oh god.
Amlet's minimap comes to mind, the Christmas special, where it is designed almost like just a really short, basic CTM,
I was like,
in
I
which-
teach you how to do it.
in which dying isn't a problem. But there are some, like Liquid Stone, etc., where you just have one set of resources, and if you die, you weren't going to do anything anyway.
Like I've just done. I've decided I'm going to download it and play it, seeing as I played it like ages ago when it first came out. It's not going well.
Didn't expect it to. I wonder how-
The one map I would prefer to not be in hardcore is Walk the Plank, but I can see why it is.
Yeah. Let's not talk about Walk the Plank. It's not released.
Oh yeah.
So don't.
we're not. We have a non-disclosure agreement on that. Totally.
I have just opened up an old copy of Liquid Stone, and I am literally inside a
Inside of what?
that
Actually, went library.
cloud. A cloud has. I am exactly at cloud level. It would appear. I did not realise that.
Okay, because I found your mic light out.
Well, I'm somehow running along the floor, and I haven't even got by any cave spiders yet. Well, I'm very blind, and there's one right here. Okay.
I never
Have you
got hit
got
by a
there
cave
yet?
spider.
Oh no. Well, it's not as much focused on aesthetic, but you still made an effort with like the whole spiky bit in the middle. It's not just the plain run through or you're gonna die really quickly thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a good map. I liked it. I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah, I have to agree. You did a really good job,
Thank you.
especially for our first. Wait, that was your first map, right?
Well, technically,
That was
I did
released.
have an idea beforehand, but it never really came to light.
Okay, that was the first CTM map you made that I played.
First release
Yeah.
map.
Which
I
was
think.
last
First release, not first ever idea.
No, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Considering first map syndrome, I already decided that I wasn't going to release the one that I would have had that on.
Okay.
I started a long time before a lot of people, so my first map does have first map syndrome because it wasn't a recognised thing.
Hmm.
I don't know why I still got it up for download, really.
Is that Lava Leaps?
That's the one.
Yep. Yeah, I've long destroyed any evidence of my previous adventure map.
You had an adventure map?
I did, and as I've said, there's almost no evidence left. I could actually go in and edit Ron Smellick's post that proves it still exists.
Oh, you
I
can't
haven't
do
yet.
your mob.
Nobody's found it. Yeah, so I could kind of just slip in there and be like, "Yeah, that didn't. There's no such thing."
Good idea.
Go for it.
Yeah.
No one's stopping you.
I mean, it was actually a decent map at the time, but I didn't update it. And I mean, there's so much great shit out now that my map is so shitty. I'll leave it on there for nostalgia's sake, but
Yeah, there's a lot of sort of
Ah.
maps that were quite good back when they were released, and now people have got stuff like, I mean, command blocks especially make a huge difference.
Yeah. I mean,
Command blocks
just
and
some of
custom
the
mobs,
puzzles
so
are so basic now.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, they were completely revolutionary, and now they're just like, well, you
Yeah.
tried.
But they're even updating command blocks, and so there's a lot more that you can do with command blocks now than you ever could before.
Yeah. Even old
Bam.
command maps, like Herobrine's Mansion, is already outdated.
Yeah, and that's saying something. That might
That
be the
is saying
best
something.
map.
Used a lot of what we call state-of-the-art technology.
Well,
Yeah,
I've
something
just,
like-
Oh, you can see, I'm just saying I've completed liquid stone again.
How long have we been going anyway?
Carry on. I'll shut up.
Well, we've only been going for 25 minutes.
We have mini maps instead of big maps. Probably podcast won't be 69 minutes like last week, which did make me
That
very
was the week
happy.
before.
And the fact someone pointed out I now have that same number of subscribers on my channel, so that made me happy as well.
I also pointed that out to you.
Since the podcast recording started, I have one more download than the last time I checked.
Woo!
That was me. I re-downloaded it to play it now.
Since the
Why are their mics lagging?
187 subscribers.
I have 109.
0. Beat that.
Cater's got what?
Oh.
80 something.
Adrian.
I'm
I
7.
have 63.
Off topic here.
Somebody randomly subscribed to me. Let's find out.
I truly think we should try and move to the next map.
I think we should as well. I think the topic seems to be kind of going in circles right now.
Circles are heretical. There are no such thing as circles.
Why do you say that?
Because we're a Minecraft podcast.
Yeah, no such thing as circles. We're moving in squares.
Units per meter or something like that.
Or at least very square circles.
Alright, let's see.
Even
Holy
though
shit, I have
circles,
9
but no one's noticed that.
Yeah, I have 9 subscribers.
You had 8 a minute ago. Just saying.
Yeah. This is hilarious. I didn't even know I had subscribers.
What's a subscriber?
I should probably upload a video at some point in time.
Yeah, when you can do that, like when you can run it.
And when I can eventually do that. I mean, a pal of mine a ton of views because he makes some good stuff.
Anyway, shall we
Yeah.
move to the next map?
Yes.
Now that I'm writing about my 9 whole subscribers, let's move on to the Rapid Labyrinth.
The Rapid Labyrinth is
Oh, it isn't?
rather crazy.
Oh man,
Wasn't
yeah.
sure.
You know why it's
The Rapid
crazy?
Labyrinth is a set of 2 labyrinths, which
No.
secretly dubbed speedies live. They are speed 2, I believe, skeletons with knockback bones. Your aim is to run through the first labyrinth, select the wall, run through the second labyrinth, place the wall, and not die.
Unfortunately, dying is probably the aim, so, or at least that's what I tended to do.
What was I gonna
I've
say?
played
about
through
it?
that map a lot.
I held the record for a while, and then Hybern just decided he wanted it back.
And then I broke it. By 2 whole seconds.
And then I broke it, and then you broke it, and then Hybern broke it. I think Hybern still has it.
I ended up winning.
I still
Skeeto
have
never
no idea how
updated
you
it.
managed to get that record.
I used a punch skeleton many times to my advantage.
Well, it says that you've got 20...
Sorry?
Are we still on about this whole speed argument?
Yes,
We're
have
still
to.
doing this whole debate about who got fast.
Yeah, it was quite a fun map. My favorite run actually was when I made it all the way through to the end with an absolutely tiny score, and I'm just about to place the wall, and a skeleton manages to walk across the mushrooms in the pit and kill me before I can place the wall.
that's happened to me.
It was the funniest.
Wait. You've activated the mushrooms before you placed the wall?
No, there was just I walked in, and for some reason there was a bunch of them in the pit already. I'm not really sure why, because I didn't activate any of them.
I can see that would be problematic.
This was early beta though, so I think the mushrooms were already.
I don't think I beat it in beta because I couldn't find my way out the second labyrinth for a really long time.
It's one of the
still
maps
not
you've got
quite
to
sure
play it
why.
a few times first and get the route in your head, and once you get, it's kind of a lot easier for you.
Yeah, Dylan
Well, it is a
actually
labyrinth,
introduced
that
me
makes sense.
to the map. He uploaded a video and then said, "Can you link me to it? Because you didn't put the link in the description, like an idiot." And I started playing it, and then I saw Rugged Horizons, and I played that, and then I loved it. And then I decided, let's see if I can.
Everyone is happy.
Then I decided, let's see if I can beat that record. Broke it. Hybrid joins the party. He breaks it.
Then we had a mini war, and then I quit because the layout of the maze got changed, and I didn't want to have to screw with that further. Because I'm a lazy bastard.
Okay.
I have not seen this map in a
Layout
while.
got
I
changed?
Just opened up the Rapid Labyrinth.
Yeah, midway through the beta, Keto changed the layout a bit. And I couldn't be bothered to learn the new layout.
I think there should be a notable mention to the guy who recorded a video of it and took about an hour to complete.
Oh
the
gosh,
mini
they were like Romanian or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he did
much.
it very slowly.
How long can we play this one tiny mini-map? Let's find out.
So at the
Well,
end
didn't they
of the
go
first...
through just like tunneling the entire way through the map somehow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy map, I must admit.
At the end of the first maze, there is a pit
I
to
know.
catch the speedies in, so that you can, so that you're nice and safe. The number of times that I have fallen in that pit and been slaughtered is quite phenomenal.
I've never fallen in it because I've seen it coming. I've been knocked into it from a really long way away.
On my first run, I fell right into it.
One thing that happened to me once, or twice, or a lot, was I managed to get hit by a speedy.
I used those in punch
went
balls to my
sailing
advantage.
into the fleecy room and died of fall damage in there, which was lovely.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot as well.
Yeah, I did that a few times.
Ah!
I remember
died.
me and Skeeto and Hybern. Skeeto didn't believe me and Hybern both because of our times, so she stopped updating the board. But me and Hybern got down to, I think, 22 seconds.
I still don't see it physically possible to move that fast in Minecraft.
Well, the thing is, we, Skeeto and I actually flew through it in creative mode, and that took 40 seconds.
I know. The thing is...
Yeah, I managed to pull a perfect 40 seconds because one of the skeletons actually
what?
me forward, which was really helpful. Yeah, it popped me forward, so I managed to get a really nice kind of boost, and I managed seconds.
One strategy I had, and I used it commonly, was skeletons, when they don't have a bow, their speed increases greatly anyways. So Skeeto put speed 2 on them, so they were super fast. And I used that with their knockback club, so if they hit me right in the back and I jumped at that moment, which is why I played mostly in F5, actually.
I don't see how someone could play in F5.
Especially that.
I had to. That was my tactic, and I jumped right when they were about to hit me, and I get rocketed. I'd be going
I
to...
can see how that would work. I don't think I'd be able to pull it off myself, but I can see how it would work.
I'm pretty skilled at this game, I have to admit that.
I think the worst thing I did was rather than use one of the health potion grenades, I accidentally lobbed the speed potion and got mauled.
Oh dear, you don't want to be doing that.
Hey, really fast skeleton, have a speed potion.
Yeah, derp.
Well, it didn't make them faster. It just meant that I couldn't work out why they weren't dead while they were hitting me. That's something we haven't actually mentioned. One of the other components is that the speedies have insanely low health, and so when you're given 2 instant health potions, you can not only use them to heal yourself, but use them as grenades against the skellies.
That is my favourite part of the map, I have to say. I think that's the cleverest part of it.
That was your only weapon, if I'm correct.
No, you got
a stick as well.
A dangerous
You got a stick with sharpness.
Speedy Gone is the name of the stick, quite fittingly.
The name of the stick was Stick.
It wasn't Stick, it was Speedy Gone.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
whatever.
was Speedy Gone in the updated version where you could name things.
Yeah. And this is another one of the maps that anything but hardcore mode would really not work.
Agreed.
Yeah, this is definitely. Yeah, this is one where you can't really escape. Again, if you've lost your items, you're just going to be brutally murdered.
Yeah, if you die, there's no reason to continue because everything that you have is kind of, you need everything entirely. That speed potion is a requirement, you know.
I feel like I'm actually doing rather well in this map right now.
So I'm concentrating on kicking someone's ass with a bow in PvP.
I'm just browsing Reddit and posting.
Well, I'm the one who has to record. I want to be playing PvP.
Oh gosh, BD's everywhere.
You've all gone really quiet for me. Let me turn you up again.
I mean, the 3 mini-maps that we've all spoken about today, I think they're pretty good
They're some of the best.
maps. I mean, the loot in each map is probably the most impressive, as each one is like well thought out. Like Torien and your whole thing about choosing one of 3 items. I thought that was really clever, and yeah. And
theoretically, you could always go back and choose more, but I don't think anybody ever did.
And
well, I'm working on I have a full-scale CTM map under construction. That's the one that I'm not allowed to talk about. That isn't entirely mine, but the spawn area is actually you spawn in adventure mode, and you play a couple little mini games to decide what you can get as your starting gear, and then you buy the starting gear that you want out of how much you've managed to earn, and then you teleport to the start and are put into survival.
That is a very interesting idea. I like that.
I like it too. I might have to steal it.
Too late! It's been YouTubed. Well, it's being produced by a large YouTube channel that I'm a part of. But yeah.
Who's this channel you speak of?
The one that I'm the writer for.
Who was that again?
Le Nox Crew.
I'm guessing Nox is not a part of that?
Who?
Nox.
Noxite?
Nox. N-O-C-X-X.
No. Not Noxite. N-O-X-I-T-E is the guy that founded it.
Alright.
You see, for me, it sounds like you were saying Notch.
Yeah, and then if...
Yeah, Notch founded it. It's the Notch Crew.
Good. Aren't they called the Mojangsters?
No, it's the Notch Crew. No, Nox Crew. Yeah, we're working on Paladin's Quest. We did the Nox Crew game show. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, I know who the Nox Crew is.
Yeah, that's it. The Yogscast started playing the beta of our Paladin's Quest 2 that we still haven't finished yet because of technical difficulties and actors not showing up. Yeah, so.
This is for a Minecraft map.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys heard it here.
Voice actors, I assume?
Or CTM. What?
Voice actors, I assume.
Yes. Yes, voice actors were not showing up for recording for Paladin's Quest.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
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 Is there anything else to say about minimaps?
Can you get Skeeter to come to the mic?
I have to sing my jazz rendition again.
Wait, you have to do that after. First, I have a question.
Alright.
Has Skeeter been listening to us the whole time? Just...
Skeeter has been listening, but is currently busy.
I was gonna ask how she thought of her map. Torien, how did you think of your map?
I don't really know. I was hoping to get some good feedback. I feel like I have. I think it's a good way of starting off in building CTM maps. Starting off with a mini map, because then you can just test the water.
They also do sadly mean we can't use our trademark question of which was your favourite area.
I was just thinking that. Hey, what was your favorite area in what's his name's map?
I thought
My favourite
the,
my favourite area in Torien's map was the bit without the cave spiders.
You mean the monument room?
The monument?
Yeah.
My favourite area in the Rapid Labyrinths was the end where I didn't die.
I actually,
okay,
to
then
be honest,
here's a
I like the
question.
second labyrinth because of the fact that I had something to care about.
Out of all of the 3 maps, which of them do you find the best to play?
Are we allowed being honest here?
Yes, being honest.
Because we're gonna hurt somebody's feeling no matter what. And they're like next to each other or something because they're best friends or something. Some gibberish. Well, no, not gibberish.
Okay, you're digging yourself a hole.
Again?
Yes, you are.
Woo!
I'm just going to be straight up and say I prefer Lake of Mirrors.
Lake of
I do too. It's the prettiest.
I think out of all of them, I thought the one that was the most fun. I'm not going to include my own in this, obviously.
No, you're allowed.
But I thought that the Rapid Labyrinths was the one that I found most fun to play, but also
It was definitely the most
do it,
fun.
but I thought it was fun.
Because of the fact that it was just completely different, I'm going to say Liquid Stone.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to voice my opinion and completely avoid the question and say I liked all of them because each one incorporated different ideas, such as the choosing items or the inverse. What you should do is you should make Lake of Mirrors where you choose your starting items and also have speedies chasing you, and that would be the best way of deciding.
The rapid lake of mirror stone of liquid stone.
I'll get working on it, Dylan. Get to
The
work.
rapid lake of liquid stone.
The Rapid Lake of Liquid Mirrors, surely.
Oh, that
there
would
we
be
go.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
That's a good
Dylan,
one.
which map would you prefer to make for next week? Would you prefer to make Brass for Men or the Rapid Lake of Liquid Mirrors?
I don't want to steal all of your ideas, so I'll go with the first one because.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm excited for this one.
Hey, too.
I expect the victory monument to be a giant bra.
I expect this one to not crash.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm not going to.
I want to be able to play this one.
I
I'll make it
expect it to
1.5,
contain
so-
a mob which has never been seen in any CTM ever.
Should I create a custom texture pack so you are basically getting chased by zombies wearing the item of clothing in particular?
Oh
No.
my god. Yeah, leather tunics are just straight up rock.
If you make the texture pack and the map, I will record it next week.
And the
I've got a
podcast while
week.
you're at it.
And we will enjoy it deeply.
Alright, so,
Oh.
And
What am I
hopefully,
making myself
hopefully we
think?
can get CFG for the next one.
yeah, I really would like to end this podcast, but, somebody has to sing for Skeeto, and
No one
thought
has to
I sung at the
sing
start,
for
man.
Skeeto. Skeeto would probably appreciate no one singing at all.
that's the point.
Technically, I sung at the start.
Yeah, so are we good? Do we have anything else we'd like to say then?
No.
I don't believe so.
Well, thank you for watching episode, 4?
Episode 16 of the CTM podcast. I hope you enjoyed. If you missed other episodes, you won't be able to find them because they were all failed recordings. So, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Happy episode 16, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. So are we going to say our names and goodbye thing?
Okay. My name is Torien.
No, it isn't. Don't lie.
Alright, try that again.
I was kind of hoping everybody would just de-introduce themselves as a fake name, or as somebody else's name.
Okay, my name is Skeeto.
Hi.
My name is Tori.
My name is Dylan.
I'm Fangride.
Taken.
Taken.
Pick another
You're
one.
kind.
Pick someone else.
Oh,
Be
dear.
okay.
My name is Zisto, and I'll see you next time in episode 100. I'll see you next time in episode 147 of Inferno Lines.
I knew you were going to say that. No, but honestly, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sayonara.